Hi, this is Andy Skinner. I'm going to show you some very powerful tools for the real-time Forex market. We'll scan trend lines, breakouts, MACD divergences, Fibonacci retracements, and other trading patterns. I'll start with instant automatic trend lines. We call these Bob charts. You're watching a support and resistance line scan on 31 Forex symbols at 8 different time frames. These are updated real time, so these charts are current. The data is no more than a few seconds old. With the RAMP program, you can select any list of symbols from any market anywhere in the world. Run them on any time frame, from 1 minute to 1 week, and see these real-time support and resistance charts. I'll click on a symbol. There is the Australian dollar, US dollar. You notice it showed up down here. I'm going to click Bob chart, and a chart will pop up, and this chart shows the support and resistance levels for the Australian dollar, US dollar. So what we have here is support and resistance on 8 time frames for the currency pair. I'll close this window and I'll show you the looping feature. I'll choose the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm going to put it in loop this time, and again I will click on Bob chart. Now because I have it in loop, it's going to loop through these 8 time frames on the same currency pair continuously. I'm going to slow it down, and there are some buttons here to do that. You see down on the left there's a button that says slow down, and there's a button that says speed up. I'll slow this down, and I've clicked it twice. You see the 1 there? That means dwell 1 second between image updates. You can set this thing up to be continuous, automatic, 24 hours a day, and just showing you these currency pairs or where they're at between their support and resistance lines, any or all time frames. I'll close this window and I'll show you another Bob chart feature. In this case, I'd like to scan all of the symbols on all time frames. I'll leave the symbol box blank, and I'm going to click on Bob chart. I have it in loop, so it will just continue just looping through the symbols. Because we have a lot of them, I'm going to speed this up. There, that's as fast as they'll run. Bob charts are designed so that you can watch streaming support and resistance lines on any symbol, time frame, or list of symbol time frames. I'm going to do a series of really fast scans just to demonstrate some of the capabilities of the program. The first thing I'll do is go to the trendline module, and I want to show you a Forex trick. When you're trading Forex, it's really important that you adjust this value. This is the price percent from the trend line to be considered a touch. 1% is huge for Forex, so I'm going to set it clear down to 0.01% because we're looking at pips here. I'll save that setting. I'm going to go up into where it says for Bob charts only. I'll click on positive MACD divergence and click Bob chart. Now it's going to show me everything with a positive MACD divergence. I'll close that. I'm not going to allow these to finish because I want to show you quite a few scans. I can do a negative MACD divergence, and I'll do that as well. Here we have charts with negative MACD divergences, some of them up against resistance. Looks like some good bearish picks. Let's do a simple trend line scan. I'll pull down example scans, and I'll do a bullish trend line touch. In this case, I hit the Start Scan button, showing stocks that are testing trend lines on support. I'll close that. Understand I'm shutting this off very soon. It is giving me lots of examples. Under the trend line scan, I can also do a bearish trend line touch, and here's the bearish version of the trend line scan. Now I'm going to do a bullish breakout through a downtrend line, and again I need to set this to 0.01 for Forex and start scan. And there we go. Here we have some breakouts. I'm going to close that. We'll go to shapes, and I'm going to select a pattern. I'll select the W bottom, click apply, and click on start scan. And here we have a W bottom formation. I only found one in that particular set, and that's fine. Bear in mind you can leave these running in a loop, and when they're found they'll pop up on your screen all day long. Let's try a cup and handle. I'll click apply, looking for bearish and bullish cup and handles. Start scan, and there's a bearish cup and handle. I'll click OK, close that. Let's look for some head and shoulders. I'll click apply and start scan. There's a small head and shoulders. Okay, let's try a Fibonacci scan. I'll click Fibonacci. We have the standard percentages checked plus some extensions, both bearish and bullish. I'll run scan. In this case, I am in a loop, and you can see that we have a lot of Fibonacci retracements occurring. Some of them look better than others, and of course that's up to you to pick the one you like. I'll shut this off. I'm not going to wait for them all. There's a few special scans in the system. I'll check on MACD divergence scan. This is a different divergence scan than the one we ran before. This one doesn't depend on trend lines. Some of them look better than others, and it's up to you to just tab through them and see if you find anything you like. There's also support and resistance line filters you can apply to bob charts. I'll go over here and I'm going to say I want to be within 1% of a support line. Now that's very loose for Forex. And I'll click bob chart and we'll just see what we get. And it actually looks like the 0.1% value is working out pretty well here. The nice thing about these particular scans is they do show you support and resistance at the same time. Let's reverse that and I'll ask for 0.1% from resistance. I'll click the bob chart scan. And here we have Forex pairs trading at their resistance values. I can combine these. I can say that I want a negative MACD divergence within 0.1% of resistance. Click bob charts, and there we go. We have some negative divergences with patterns trading against resistance lines. I want to show you one more thing about the ramp program. I'll go to Fibonacci. We'll do a Fibonacci scan, and in this case I have turned on the Internet Explorer output option. You can see here that I have the output images sent to an Internet Explorer page. This way I can see lots of images at one time. I can scroll down. You can size these images to be any size you like. I sized them so that I can get 3 across the page. That's all done under the Advanced tab. You have complete control over these images. You can click on any one of these charts and it'll come up in a large view so you can see it in detail. With that, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the ramp program.